There's a yellow rose of Texas. I know the damn song, Jeff. Just vamp behind me and see. We gotta do something or the shit's gonna get ugly in here. The tone C. The Mars vibration. Mars, the traditional ruler of Aries and Scorpio. Mars, the bloodthirsty god of war, plunder, and rapine, of mayhem and destruction. He was there that night, seated among his devotees, his lips and beard like theirs stained the color of Budweiser with traces of gray froth. His eyes, like theirs, were hard points of red light, glowing from beneath their cowboy hats as they sat at that table pushed against the wall, glowing from a black hole of bogus racial memory, a recent one, starring all of them pouring 2 quarts of whiskey down the throat of an Indian just to watch him dance and die, and damned if they weren't looking for that same kind of fun tonight. There's a yellow rose of Texas I'm going there to see. That's right, Jeff. Spread that C chord. Stretch it out taut under me until I hit. The only place I'm going with this sucker is down. Down slow. I wonder if those cowboys heard how flawlessly smooth I passed through that 5-note cluster on Texas. Did they mark my chromatic descant or note the evenness of my vibrato? Bobby Bland couldn't do better, and I was scared. A terrible vision of my future flashed before my eyes when that venomous godlike voice boomed from the back, silenced the room, and said, "Enough of them goddamn coon songs, boy! Sing an American song like the Yellow Rose of Texas." My dashiki covered the expanding circle of moisture spreading from my crotch, trickling down my leg, leaving tracks of unabashed trepidation. No other fella knows her, nobody else but me. I wondered if roses bloomed in Whitehorse, Montana, when it was 20 below in midwinter. The whole town a whited sepulcher, amid 10-foot snowdrifts looming like freelance tombstones. What better place for a hippie college band with its big black Afro-coiffed soul singer to disappear? The request was flung like a gauntlet, like a test no one could pass. I wondered what went through poor Emmett Till's mind the night when the spirits came for him. Did they play with him first? Did they hoop and holler when the swirling waters of the Tallahatchie River sucked him down? Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Nothing to do but dig deep and sing my black ass off. There'd be no Montana reprise for the ode to Billy Joe if I could help it. Not that night, not ever. You can talk of all your dearest maids and sing of Rosalie. The place was quiet as death as I drew out the end of my intro. Jeff laid down some slow jazzy changes to paint that pause with expectancy. And then I leaped into the breach and landed bareback on Sam Bufalini's Philly Italian boogie-woogie bass line. Mike, the psychedelic drummer, shook his head like Ringo Starr and held a steady 4. Pete Arthur, our clean-cut all-American boy, found a 12/8 guitar riff to draw out Jeff Cox's acid virtuosity. And I, stretching, made up the words as I went along, rocking like John Lee Hooker, boom, 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 until that yellow rose ran across the barroom like a Mississippi briar, pricking those cowboy pricks until they jumped up, do-si-doed, and Alaman left around the bar. They not only whooped, they howled at the moon. But the yellow rose of Texas is the only one for me. They sent bottle after bottle of Bud to the bandstand. They cheered every number thereafter. We felt compelled in the face of such largesse to repeat the rose every fourth song. The set wound down, the last numbers like small talk after orgasm. Reflective, I sat down at a table in the back of the bar with my cigarette and beer. I had connected, I thought, through song in Marlboro country. Made them cowpokes touch my humanity. Maybe I should rethink the revolution, take to heart the band's handle, a better mousetrap, and commit myself to another idea. Then Mars sauntered over to my table and sat down. "You sang that song real good, boy. Ain't ever heard the like." And then he grinned a blood-red feral grin. "But folks around here, like it's not, is tone deaf, if you catch my drift." I did. And we saddled up, that nigger-loving band and I, and got the hell out of Dodge.
Her eyes are bright as diamonds, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your dearest May and sing of Rosalie, but the yellow